Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Adventures Pack, and welcome to Melos Machina. We are back at it again to continue this wonderful adventure through Jowdeck, and having some fantastic times with these incredible folks here. Hope that you have had an incredible 2 weeks. We missed you last week. Oh, I missed you all so much.
Much needed rest.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have. Oh, I suppose one announcement that we have to make is this is the last episode of the month.
No, don't say that. No, ick.
So as always, we take the last week of the month off, even though we did miss a week this month. That does not mean we're doing an extra one. So we will be back again in December. Gosh,
It'll be time to Jowdeck in the halls.
oh my God.
It was nice knowing you all.
It was a good time. Goodbye.
That was beautiful.
This is why Finn has a literal muzzle. Well,
Wait.
not literal.
We need to unpack that later.
Exactly, not literal.
Figurative.
No,
muzzle.
that felt.
No, this
That
is
felt
Too late, you
real.
made
I
me
think
Feels
there's
like
a
there's
shop
a muzzle
for that
somewhere
in,
now.
in
Tell us about
Venture.
the belts on the jacket again.
It's a physical aversion to two egregious puns.
So we will miss you. We do have another show this evening on Friday, so we'll still be here for that. But other than that,
No
yeah,
muzzle on that one.
well, after tonight we'll be back again. If you all want to hang out with us after the show, we are going to be heading over to our Discord for a post-show hangout where we can talk about all the stuff that happens on today's episode. You have access to that if you are a subscriber to us on Twitch or a patron over at Patreon. If you would like to help support the channel, both of those are a great way that you can do that. Additionally, you can tip bits. Patreon seems to be the most reliable way of supporting us, especially for those of you who are now listening in our podcast form. But before we get into tonight's episode, last but not least, we have the message from the continuing sponsor of Melos Machina, Cantrip Candles.
Woohoo!
Sure do. Hi, everybody. It is November. It is mid-November, to be exact. And while autumn may be waning, winter is coming. So our sponsor, Cantrip Candles, has a lovely candle
Oh, you
specifically
have
for
it
the
with
season.
you.
Oh, I have it
Oh,
with
man.
me. You should go get Yule.
Uh-huh.
Even the box smells good. Sorry, you can look at the box first. It's got notes of cranberry, firewood, and cinnamon. It comes in a beautiful 12-ounce size with a wooden lid, double wicked.
Mm-hmm.
It smells amazing.
That jar is
Um,
gorgeous, so what the hell is
Yeah, also this is the packs now, so.
Yes.
Merry Yule, guys. No. So go to cantripcandles.com to snag your Yule. This is a seasonal item, so go check it out now and use our code or our link in the widget that will be going around. For our affiliate code, we do get a kickback, full disclosure, but you get a discount. So you get a discount on all wax products at cantripcandles.com. This is different than what it was, so use our link, don't use the code anymore. But yeah, go snag Yule. It's a limited pour, so it'll only be around till probably the end of the year. Yeah. Oh, and other announcements, not our sponsor, but us. Podcast episodes 11 through 15 are currently up on Apple and on Spotify. So wherever you prefer getting your podcast, please go listen to us. And if you're already there, give us a thumbs up and a like and a download, please.
That's probably, right, getting to the betrayals out there.
Yeah, I think we're just
Getting close.
past, maybe. Yeah. So, yeah.
Good memories.
Back to
good,
you,
good
Scott.
memories.
I know, right?
Oh, it's so
They're
good.
pretty.
It's just light is so good. Do I have matches on me? No.
I love just seeing your arms reaching across the camera. It's like, give it.
Yeah, just hands.
Anybody want tissue paper that
Smells of.
I've never seen Z so
Also,
covetous.
when you
Flame's not working.
Where's the mage hand?
when
when
you
I need
said
it?
waning, my brain just hears raining with a speech impediment.
you is what brings us together
Today.
On that note, thank you, Cantrip Candles.
Yay!
And yes, a reminder to everyone that things have changed. It is no longer that coupon code. It is an affiliate link that is going on through our chat. You can also hit exclamation point. I think it's Cantrip.
Cantrip, I think.
Yeah.
I don't mod anymore.
The mods will show you what to do.
It is
Wow.
cantrip. It's exclamation
Wow.
point cantrip.
You were supposed to be Mod King.
I know.
But with that, players, are we ready to jump into tonight's episode of Melos Machina?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
get turned.
Guild are strong.
When last we met our adventurers, they had left their drinks with the pair of shrikes that they had met and headed on over to Dry Dock 2 to see what exactly all the commotion was. And the commotion was aplenty in a fighting arena that took place in the empty dry dock with fans lining the essentially balcony seating of this arena, where after being entreated in by Hart, the gentleman who ran the event, you first witnessed Hutch finishing off an opponent before Aiken headed on in to have eventually 3 rounds that evening. The first against a rather large unnamed gentleman. The second against the fast halfling Reuben.
Oh, he was great.
It's great.
And the third and final against Bogdan Gilderstrong, who, after a long slog of just hit after hit after hit, both participants down to their last ounces of strength, Bogdan went down. You then left the fighting dock, collected your winnings, and headed off in deciding to head back towards the upper section of town. However, before you could get too far, Mr. Gilderstrong, behind you, offered to get drinks with you all at the Soggy Dog. As you approach the building, the sounds of evening ruckus from within, the doors open, and you find yourselves in by far the darkest and dirtiest tavern that you have yet to come across in your adventures in the frontier lands. The walls of this tavern, you aren't sure if it is a dark tarred wood or just dirt and grime that has been building up over time. There are places where it looks shiny with the light from the torches inside reflecting off of them, and you aren't sure if it is a polish with age or if it is slightly damp. The interior of the tavern has a sprawl of plenty of tables. Most of them are occupied with variety of denizens of all size and shape, of all level of boisterous to laying on the table asleep.
Tag yourself.
Yeah.
Behind the bar on the far end, you see a heavily bearded gentleman who his hair seems to be a mix of ginger and graying. There are lines across his weathered face where he looks as though he has spent a good chunk of time in the sun. He wears a apron that may have once been white, but is now settled into an off gray. He's just leaning against the bar, and hand on a dish rag, but not even polishing it, just kind of holding it there. Who's talking to another tenant of the building. What do you do?
So I think I'm still carrying my armor and most of my clothes.
I had a bunch of it.
Yeah, you probably still have like my shield and my spear and stuff. I'll put my shirt back on, my tunic, and start taking stuff from Duathi.
Okay, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just figure you shouldn't have to carry it the whole time.
That's
and
very true. This would sort of impede my sitting down and things.
Yeah. Well, and you carried it for a lot longer than I expected.
But then I got to cheer, using your spear and stuff, and getting, oh, he's my friend, he's doing so good.
Yeah, this old guy gave me a good fight for the money.
Well, it was a good time.
Yeah. Do you do this like nightly or?
Not really. I try and come down as often as I can, but it's just a good time to let off the steam, you know.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
What's your drink of choice?
Well, he'll see when we get up here. As he does, he just kind of walks up to the bar, and the tender looks over, first looks at Bogdan, and looks at the rest of you, takes a deep breath, and just starts to pour a mug. And by the time Bogdan gets to the bar, he's just got it on the counter ready for him.
Knows his drink. Good bartender.
It's local. Regular.
Right then, well, grab what you want. It's on me this evening, and
Thank you.
Of
course.
Are you sure? I mean, we're the ones that profited off your loss.
yeah, but the friend here gave me a good fight.
It's true. I'll have what he's having.
It was a good show, too.
Is that
I imagine you don't lose very often.
you imagine right?
Seem to have a reputation.
Yeah, you could say that. In more ways than one.
It's good to see a good sport. Thank you for the invite.
Well, don't get too mushy on me, right?
Oh no, I wouldn't dream of it.
Right.
I just.
I hope once we get a drink and find out.
Yeah, after he grabs his mug and has this chat, he walks over. You see,
this guy.
heads right over towards a table, just plops down, and immediately starts pulling back on the mug.
I love him already. I'll plop down, clearly weary. So, you're not gonna like hold it against me, right?
No, never.
Cause like I know I'm new here, but that was a really fun fight.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Like I said, you gave me everything you had, and I appreciate that.
Quite literally. I think I was one more hit from just blacking out.
I'm going to also get a drink and then come over and sit on next to everybody else. Would you like any healing or anything like that? I could maybe patch you up a little bit, or are you sort of, enjoying the feeling of having done something?
You know, I think I'll be all right. Just sitting in this. It's what of battle scars, you know.
I do understand.
This is Duafi, by the way.
Hi.
And Andy and Finn and Aaron.
Hello to all of you.
Hello.
This is our merry troop of
Yeah,
people.
I met one of them. It's good to see you again.
Oh, right.
Good to see you.
Sorry, I
Seems-
forgot like 3 hours ago.
What would be I don't know, the odds of
I know. It's pretty wild.
you following me?
No.
It's the right answer.
I understand why you asked, but no.
Zachary's the one who's going to be following.
Yes.
No, I already know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's all right, good kid.
He's a good kid.
But anyway,
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll learn a lot from you.
oh, he better.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna keep him. Otherwise,
Yeah, he's from a small village, Gladen. And I think this is his first time anywhere like this. It's most of our first time anywhere like this,
Yeah.
so he'll
I
He'll
think
adapt.
I think he grew up a lot very fast in the couple days that he was with us. So
oops.
I think he'll learn a lot from you, not even just with, making things. I think also a little attitude, for lack of a better word.
Grit.
Great.
He's very eager.
Yeah.
He could definitely use some more grounding, but
Yeah.
of course that's what time does.
But, it was very fun watching you in a very different capacity.
Yeah, I kind of. There's a small part of me that wishes you had kept your arm on, but I have a feeling we would not be sitting here.
Well, they say that they want to keep it sportsmanlike, and
Yeah.
no modifications, no augmentation of magic or. So it seems that it's only fair.
Yeah. I mean, you packed plenty of a punch otherwise.
About the arm.
Oh, shit.
Choose your next words carefully.
No, I would love to learn more about how it was made.
Oh, good choice.
No, sorry. We met someone in Gladen who had recently lost his arm, and I was already trying to think about how I could make something for him. And then I saw your arm and honestly got very excited that I could kind of pick your brain about it a little.
Sure. Well, rightly, there's only so much
Yeah.
picking of my brain you can do. You can see what
Yeah.
it is. It's.
I could also, we don't have to do this now. I could come by tomorrow and we could.
What better time you got
I
me
guess,
here?
yeah,
once
you're
there's
right.
Drink to be had. There's
If
the
I'm
evening's not getting any younger.
if I'm not already like sitting by him on the side of his arm, I'm like gonna kind of move around.
I'll just scooch over.
And, yeah, just whatever he's kind of willing to tell me.
I've got my spell book open, ready to take feverish notes.
Yeah. Sorry,
Well,
he's
this
my
is,
note taker.
Oh my god.
This has become.
I know.
quite a bit
This
more
is
than
why we could do this another time. Sorry,
well,
I get.
No, you can do this now.
I
I'm
get
just thinking
excited.
perhaps. I don't know. Next round might be on YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, definitely on him.
Be
Yeah.
a pleasure.
We just won him some money tonight.
You
Well, I did.
Yeah, I actually did not bet on this last match. I didn't have the greatest faith in you. I'm so sorry.
I did.
It's. Oh,
He did.
well, at least one of you cares.
Look, I put a lot of money on that first fight, and
No, I know. You don't need. It would look weird if you tried to bet in 2 fights on an unknown fighter that just showed up, and then win twice. That would be suspect.
I think there's some likely fishier things that happen down at the dry docks.
I was clean. Fought clean, by the way.
I'll also say it wouldn't be the first to be doing something like that.
I imagine.
And sure, it's all above board and things like that, but people make money somehow.
That they do.
Does anyone get caught cheating?
What's to get caught? If you, there's been people who've thrown magic around, and well, that's a problem. But
The crowd boos them off the dock.
oh no, the fighters take them out.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
See, that's why I do
Yeah.
it. It's pretty much what I do. Are you from Benshore?
No.
No? Oh.
No, I'm from near the Cottrell. originally.
That's the mining one, right? Yeah. Amazing.
Yes. The mine in the mountain.
Yeah. It's where my parents are from.
Oh, you don't say.
Mhm.
What name?
Accra is the last name.
Accra. All I can say is that I familiar with the Accra family, but
I mean, my father and you are more or less in the same business.
well then. How long has he been smithing?
I mean, as long as I can remember. I think since before they left. Went over to Orich.
Oh, he's over at Orich. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway, the arm.
Yeah. Sorry.
I do wish I could, give you a little more information on it.
Did you make it?
I made most of it.
Okay.
The mechanical components
Right.
I made. Essentially everything that attaches it to me. But the engine. No, that was my brother.
Oh. There's a
Interesting.
brother Gilderstrong.
I
Tinkerer like you, Andy, or
Oh, he, you could say that. But, he always had just a spark of magic about him.
Where's he now?
Last I heard, he was still at home.
Near the Cadril?
I,
Oh, so
But-
you made the arm for yourself in Nerath Cathedral and with your brother when you were there?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you made any others like it? Have you been able to replicate it?
I know I haven't been able to. The issue is, I've got a sense of the magic for it, but that was all him.
Well, Andy has the right schematics. I'm sure she can figure out how to spark the engine as well. Would you be willing to let her view your work?
See, that's the thing. I can make the casing for you, but it's the engine that I.
Precisely. Okay.
Any idea if it's requires core?
Or what it runs off of. And if you're not comfortable saying, that's
course.
also okay.
I actually would like to make an insight check right after they say
Yeah, it
core.
seems
I wanted to catch like a
Roll it.
Roll it.
that's a nat 1 for a 7.
Okay.
That's better than
Can I as well? Because I
Sure.
kind of.
Yeah.
felt
Anyone who
your-
wants to, like, you're talking to him.
I wiped
Well,
some
that was a
blood
nat
out of my
20.
eyes.
That's the third nat 20 that die has given me tonight.
Good
Love
dice.
that.
For total of.
Oh yeah, insight.
Your dice love bogged in.
I know it's true. A 25.
25. Yeah, as soon as you said the word core, he.
Did I say core?
Yeah, you did.
I-
He
core.
said
Oh,
core.
core.
I
asked
thought
about
he
it.
said coal.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Corn.
Core.
Does it require core?
Corn?
The
We're
engine?
the children of.
You did see him
Yeah.
essentially emotionally stuttered.
Right.
Like I said, my brother's the one that
Yeah.
really made the interior, and I take it off when I don't use it, and I put it back on.
Okay.
I do the maintenance on it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a machine.
Exactly.
Well, certainly remarkable.
Yeah. Thank you for kind of letting me look at it.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say. I have so much work that is on my plate right now.
I know.
You caught me at the one time I get to go out and have fun.
Yeah, stop talking about work.
Sorry.
But I do it because I love it,
Yeah.
and
course.
it's important.
It can still be heavy on the mind.
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is that if it was something that you were interested in learning, I would happily teach you or show you what I did. It's
Absolutely.
it's
If you
nothing-
have some sort of like blueprint or drawings of it, we could come by tomorrow and just, if you don't mind, copy them just for my own brain, and then we don't even have to bother you or your work.
I could do that. Oh, honestly, it's mostly like doing a full plate.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense.
And you leave opening to
Right,
you leave the openings on
for-
the inside for it to have the space to be filled.
Right. Okay, that's good to know. That's honestly enough for me to kind of mull over some things.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Does he want this conversation to be over?
You can be an inside check.
Yeah, that's where I'm kind of leaning now. Like, is he
Yeah,
still,
that's
like,
why I'm trying
Yeah.
to be like, okay.
That's another natural 20.
Yes.
24.
24. You're
what I
actually
was able.
getting some confliction on this. It's not that he wants the conversation to be over. It's almost as if he's wanting to say or ask something, but doesn't seem sure that he can.
He wants to word vomit.
This is a bigger request, and if it's not comfortable with you, that is fine. But
You already dropped a kid off at my place.
it's
Look,
true.
that
Well,
was,
he wanted to get to you. We just helped.
We protected
We
him
were
in the
chaperones.
boat.
We might have expedited it by a couple.
They're not.
days.
He's not our kid.
Okay, we don't have to argue about this.
What is it?
I would love to learn a little bit more about the engine as well, and trip to Nerith Caudrel seems a little bit out of the way right now. I do have a way to learn a little bit about the magical components inside of things. I would have to touch the arm though for about 11 minutes, and if that's uncomfortable, I
This seems like
get
a
that.
long time to be
Yeah.
hanging on my arm there, lad.
It depends on if you want to take it off first or hold
Really
hands.
not thinking I will.
Yeah, I figured. It's okay if not.
He's very sentimental.
That's it. Yeah.
Do you think your brother would be charitable with his designs if we were perchance to have a meeting with him in order to replicate this item for the benefit of another individual?
I think it depends on how you approach him. What do y'all do?
That's a great question.
I have Chauncey, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mean, I told you what I did.
Mm-hmm. What the rest of you do?
Oh.
I have a shtick.
Well, so Finn's my my lore keeper.
That's right. Very
And
serious
we-
job.
We encountered the other three kind of on our first mission job. I don't know. We're fresh out of the Aethergog. And I found some really incredible friends.
Yeah.
mean-
You are going to be spreading seeds across the world, and I'm helping you. And so I'm helping everybody else.
Yeah,
That's sort of
I mean,
what
that's
we're doing.
about right.
That's about it.
Yeah, we're travelers.
We talking like plant seeds?
Yes.
Or, no.
Yes. Yes.
I've met people like that too.
No,
Mm-hmm.
not a problem.
I just get a fit of giggles.
No, they're plants from my family, and just trying to help regrow after the aftermath.
The euphemism
of
is
the
still
Ashen
very
Veil.
clearly there.
And yeah, no, I get it. I'm genetically,
But
it makes
But
no,
not like that, though. No.
But
It
not
is
like
going to
that.
be,
but it could be
plants.
like that, but probably
But
not
it's
like that.
no. And
All right.
It's us, and then we found some elves.
Pretty
and
much.
yeah, and
That's
then
how it
Aaron
happened.
was
Along for
doing
the
A
ride.
fancy man.
he was doing other work. Like
Look, if you're, I don't know if you're kind of concerned about what we do, but
I wasn't. And then we learned more about what you do.
okay,
You're helping a lot right now. I can.
we're not. I don't know how to. I'm not as. He's good at the words, but we aren't scary or here to get anyone that we like in trouble unless you were causing some really big disturbances. So I don't think you have to worry about telling us anything. And that's up to you whether you trust us or not, but I'm, you could take me on my word or not.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm not great at those, but
Yep.
we can...
roll that.
It always
one.
ends up
I know,
being
I'm gonna
you
roll
talking
the
to the
same
people.
one. Oh, actually, persuasion isn't bad.
You took Zachary off our hands as well, so of
That's
course
an
we couldn't
18?
do you in.
That's really good.
18 is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rolling wrong.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Here's my worry. It's not so much that I'm opening up about talking about my brother and the things that he did to be to dangerous people, though depending on your bent, I can understand that. More so, I'm worried about what he does.
Like his safety?
We both had a very deep love of making things, crafting. And I got really good at the physical parts of it.
Clearly.
And he got very good at the magical parts of it. He got obsessed.
Interesting.
Mm.
Are you concerned?
I was, but we don't talk anymore.
Mm.
So he maybe dealt with some things that were too dangerous for our understanding,
Right.
and frankly, that's why I live here now.
Yeah.
Well, part of it at least. And I do worry about him
Yeah.
a lot.
Are you just afraid that he's kind of gotten in with like a bad crowd, or that just
No, no.
his obsession with
He's
his craft has gotten a little out of control?
I don't think it's the obsession, really, or and it's not a bad crowd.
Okay.
He and I both very much just loners for the longest time.
I know the sort.
But he, the sort of things he was looking into and learning, And I am not one to discount learning. But maybe leaving things alone.
Yeah.
Anyway, I worry for his safety for all
I
those
totally
reasons.
understand.
And no matter what sort of falling out one you might have with a sibling, you still care.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I can show you how to make the
Honestly,
the shell,
yeah,
and
that
he,
would be
he
great.
could show you how to do the inner workings.
Okay.
If we were to try and reach out to him, I know it's far away, but if we were to try to, do you think he would help us?
Oh, he'd love it.
Even considering our occupation.
That's where it gets
Yeah.
tricky, and I'm gonna say because the two of you, I understand how
Yeah.
conservators and
Yeah.
doorkeepers, and you are connected, but you're not beholden.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be completely upfront with you.
Okay.
If you were to find him, what would you do?
I mean, I don't. I would be more interested in kind of picking his brain in the same way. So part of me is like, unless I am very aware that something dangerous is happening.
Even then, unchecked ambition is what nearly brought civilization to its knees, but there are safe avenues for exploring.
Yeah.
Look at Chauncey. I mean, if your brother did that, he'd likely be arrested. Doesn't mean that it's not allowed everywhere. So, if he's a good person like you seem to be, then maybe we could help him find a way to channel his ambition more safely.
Is it illegal for him to be doing what he's doing? He's just exploring
Well,
magical.
would it
There exists a
again not saying anything about your brother, but when it comes to
Sure,
dealing
you won't say anything. I haven't.
yeah, when it comes to dealing in core, that is a very precious thing that is not technically supposed to be out and about.
So it's controlled by the order.
Correct. Yeah.
But compared
Gotcha.
to the threats we've already experienced, I can't imagine your brother's up to anything of the same magnitude.
Yeah.
Or at least not the same malice.
And if not,
Look,
we'll knock him out till he comes to his senses.
I feel like if I didn't go into a very controlled learning environment, I may have been very similar to your brother.
We won't be slapping him in irons, I can assure you that.
But again, you don't have to give us his information. I can find out how to do it otherwise. I don't want to make you uncomfortable at all.
Here's what I'll say. If you find him, let me know.
Absolutely.
Let me know he's okay at least.
Yeah.
Do you want us to razz him a little bit?
Truly, I just want to know he's fine.
Yeah.
I understand.
We'll
And-
keep an eye out for Gilder Strongs if we make it out to near Cadriel.
Well, also, if you do see him, like I said, he may help you. And if he does, you bring me whatever it is that he uses, and he makes for you, and I'll see about either teaching you or making the rest myself.
That would be great. I'd love to learn. honestly. From my upbringing, I worked with my father a lot, so I have kind of skills in both areas. So not to be, I don't know, hoity-toity, but I do like to learn how to make things myself.
He takes a big old swig of his ale at this point. Duathi and Icon, both of you have notice.
Hell's with sticks and ale.
As he brings down his mug and places it on the table, the bruising on his face has significantly faded.
Huh.
He's a magic man.
Can I top you up there?
You know, I think you could. And like I said, I think next one's on you two for all
Yes,
these.
we'll go
I think that's fair.
with you.
You just ask for. Actually, no. I need a fixer.
A fixer.
Mm-hmm.
A fixer.
Out of curiosity, what was that one?
Oh, this is just the ale.
Oh, got it. Got it.
There's not a lot of choices here.
What is a fixer?
It does exactly what it sounds like.
Okay.
Do you want one too?
Yeah. I just did some wild fighting. I am done thinking about anything else except for what's in a cup and then face into pillow.
So 2 fixes and a round of ale for the rest?
Yeah, I think that sounds
Do you want a
good.
fixer?
Oh,
I'll try a fixer.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
No,
Alright.
I don't know what it is. I want to try it.
Okay.
you don't seem as broken as our friend here, but
I'm
Let's-
mostly fine.
let's find out.
Now.
I just sort of
I
want to
wouldn't
try
call
it.
people broken.
That's fair.
I'm broke, not broken.
well, that's what you got me for. I'll be right back.
I'll help you out, Finn.
Yeah.
Between our
the
6
three of-
hands, we can get
three of us will go.
we can get them all back.
So it's just the elves and
Yeah.
And wizards with extra hands.
yeah, yeah.
As we saunter back up to the bar, I clocked a bit of thieves' cant on the door on the way in. Can I peruse the rest of the lighting in here for any chairs, tables, additional doorways, stools on the bar, mugs, particularly with other unique inscriptions that would stand out to me of a similar ilk? I don't know exactly what this place was called out to be, but if there's any repetition of any of that in here, I'd love to peruse and look for that as well.
Did I give you the general idea of what it could be?
No, there was just a symbol carved in the door frame that caught my attention, but I didn't have time to interpret it.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me an investigation check for a looking around. And as we have you thinking about the symbol, we'll do a quick. What do we call this one?
I am proficient in this, so I'm going to use Cybal Cernak to bump this up.
What?
That's a 12.
A 12. Looking about the space, there are no additional symbols that catch your eye. Now you're not going around, check it. Excuse me, may I have this
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
a look. But from your walk to the table to the bar, you don't see anything else at all. Give me just straight up in. We'll have this be a history check.
Sure.
As to thinking what this could be interpreted as.
Better. That's a 17.
17, okay. And it is not by any means any code that you are familiar with exactly, but you do notice it to be clearly a marking. And you think back to a marking that you saw when you originally came to River's Meet, in a place where you then ended up spending a lot of time.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Is there a second story to this Soggy Dog, or is it all one story?
It has like a. From the outside, it looked like a second story, but a short roof.
Attic,
And
yeah.
now that you're in, you realize that the roof is, or the ceiling is vaulted, and the second window at the top is just an open area for air to kind of vent.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll just kind of mull on that for a bit.
You'll walk up to the bar. The same
Pushing up.
gentleman there is. He's put a little effort into making it look like he's trying to do something to the counter.
I love this guy too.
Yeah, 3 ales and 3 fixers, please.
3 ales, 3 fixes. And he
One of y'all could drink mine.
Oh,
If I
Yeah,
have
I'll
one now,
drink it.
I'm gonna fall asleep. You don't have any tea, do you?
He just stops mid-pour and just slowly.
that was a joke. Very funny joke.
Very funny.
Very
but
funny joke.
You should have laughed. That was your cue.
And he places the mugs on the the bar
I'm gonna go cry.
and pulls out much smaller glasses. They somewhere between a shot and a mug, and there's a golden brown liquid inside, and he just takes another bottle from underneath and gives it a quick sprit as a little bit kind of like coagulates on the top. And 3 fixes.
Some peach schnapps over a bed of
Interesting.
no, grenadine, I think, is in it too.
And how much for the round?
1 silver will cover it all.
I'm gonna slide over 1 silver and 1 gold. Can you put this onto that man's tab, Mr. Gilderstrong here? Yeah, for his next round.
Add the gold to his tab.
Funny guy here.
He's if his apprentice is gonna make the cut long term, I think he's gonna be
Need
often.
some drinks.
So, just paying it forward.
Nick, the less you say, the better.
I'm gonna pretend like
I'm
I
getting
know what you're
essence.
talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
So
Cool.
ha ha ha.
That's my cue. I'm gonna walk away.
These are not talking people.
While they're getting drinks, I know you asked what we do, and their job is far more interesting, but
Yeah, you've you've got a stick and you
I've also got a
spread
stick.
your seed. It's,
Yes. Sure do. But no, yeah, we're just kind of wandering around and fell in with this lot, and at this point we kind of feel like we have to take care of them.
I'm just sort of along for the ride, you know?
I am too. I thought I was gonna help her find her home, and then we met them, and now we're just. I thought I was gonna go home and have a simple life.
Were you heading home?
Not yet,
Oh.
but this is definitely the longest diversion I've ever had.
well, diversions can be a good thing.
It's been mostly a good thing. I've definitely learned a lot.
It's also very important.
Yeah. So you moved to Venture recently, or were you one of the first to
Oh no, right when the walls opened.
gotta just get out there?
Had to get out of there.
Yes.
That was you too, right?
Yeah, from the big city, that was like, ooh, so oppressive feeling, but everything can kind of feel like a wall if you let it. So you've been here for quite some time.
Are you?
You've basically helped build this city, I would guess.
That is an understatement.
So you've built the city.
I did my part.
Did you help out with the locks?
I did my part.
Yeah, who
That's so
designed?
cool.
There's
I'm like,
I
my
know.
ears are red.
Andy is probably freaking out internally right now, sitting here at this table with you. I'm apologetic of them. They're kind of awkward sometimes. And nosy. But
Yeah.
did you design like
No.
the lock and the tram thing?
I did a little bit of work on the tram. A lot of bit of work on the tram. The locks, I did that as well. Not all of it. I was given the blueprints and followed them to a T. Normally, I would take it a little bit into my. I would take some time and make my own adjustments on it. However, not with those.
Sometimes done is better than perfect?
No,
or-
they were perfect.
Oh.
Yep.
Dang. Do you, besides the civic work that you do you do forging as a hobby? I know you say that you love what you do. I was just wondering if there's like an artistic side of you.
I see what I do as an art,
Yeah.
and like you said, it is the civil side of things. And that's all I do, and that is my vocation, and that is my purpose. That is my place.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about place. Especially when you meet new people, you're always figuring out where you fit.
I'm always meeting new people. I don't know.
You know nobody.
I know you. Huh?
We know each other. We know these guys. What is in your hand?
Oh, coming back with the round.
Hey, thank you for that.
Right,
He
so
takes it
fix
immediately.
Fix it.
Oh, it's a shooter.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Can I get Constitution
Yep.
saving
Yep.
throws from
Yep.
both of you?
Yep.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Saving?
Mm-hmm.
That could have been so much better.
That also could have been so much better. It's
A 13.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. And
7.
7.
Uh-oh. We're going to have another bar crawl
Another-
night.
Another.
That is a save and a fail.
Yep. This is tracks.
Duanthi, this is bitter. It's bitter like it has gone sour. Or that it's base bitter.
Oh.
And whatever was put on top to add a bit of coagulation, not only is it bitter and it is a drink, but it's a drink that takes its time going down.
Ooh.
Ike, are you alright?
It's a texture thing.
It is caught in your throat, and
It's
it
a
is
texture thing.
Okay.
burning.
I want to look around the room. Is there a bathroom? Is there like a privy anywhere, like signed anywhere?
There is behind the bar. There is a door that is open, kind of leads into a back area.
In the meantime, I'm going to give him my ale to kind of help chase it down.
And I'm gonna slide my L
Yeah.
in front of you.
Again, you are not necessarily in the you're not incapacitated, but you are poisoned.
Oh, yeah, I am. Why does it taste like vomit?
I think that right hook's catching up with him. Bogdan.
As you are trying to identify all of those flavors, one of them is familiar to you.
Mm-mm.
Shit. I'm actually poisoned. No, what is... Take the cup.
Ike, you're doing a weird dog thing.
Sorry,
I don't
this just
understand
tastes-
what's happening.
This tastes familiar. I don't know why.
It's fleeting, and it comes and goes. It's like you're trying to remember a name, and every time it's on the tip of your tongue, would you give me an insight check? You are poisoned. So.
Is that this? Wait,
um,
how does poison work now?
What is what?
Wait,
what
I can do this. Add an active condition.
Uh-huh.
I'm poisoned.
I'm
I've never been so excited.
You have
I have
disadvantage,
disadvantage on ability
tackles and
checks.
ability checks.
This is ability check. This is. Did you say insight?
Yeah.
Come on, bud. Come on.
That's a nat 20, and then an 11 for a 17.
Wow.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, it comes and it goes. The name is almost there, and then it tastes. There is the hint of a good part in there, and it's that good part that feels like it's gone bad. And you've been carrying a small cask of it with you.
What the? Wait. Shit. Okay, hold up. Don't tell me you're doing this to me on the night I didn't prepare this. Son of a bitch!
Did I prepare it? Hold on.
Son of a... And I've
No.
already used my lay on hands.
Yeah, I didn't do it either. Didn't bring it
I think I
either.
used all of them too. Hold on, I need to look at that.
Come back to this place.
Yeah, you sure did.
Well, now we know.
So I'm just gonna stay poisoned.
Okay.
I'm going to stare daggers into Aaron's.
We can still all
face.
communicate telepathically.
Can we? I
It's
wasn't
6
sure how long.
hours.
6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not look at him now that I know it's just 6 hours long.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna look into my cup that is grossly empty and think to Aaron. Well, good news, bad news. Bad news, I feel like shit. Good news. Still also bad news. I found our cider.
You see Aaron's eyebrows like shoot up to the top of his head. Take a sip of ale. Need to find the bathroom. Excuse me. And I'm gonna walk out the front door.
Oh, me too. Hold on.
Oh no.
And I will actually push past you to head the same direction that you're going.
As the two of you head outside. Well, I guess that took a little bit more out of him than I thought it would.
I'll say to Finn as we're leaving telepathically, and you can again. I can communicate with you guys, but you guys y'all can't talk to each
Yeah.
other. I will say, press the barkeep about that drink more. Find out what's in it.
The fixer one, right? Not the ale?
Yes, the fix-up.
Okay. What?
Do it.
This is gonna be awkward.
And as soon as we're outside, I want to immediately circle the place and look for a back storehouse like a cellar or anything. I want to case the place to just kind of get a better lay of the building.
Sure. So the building itself is fairly standalone on the left side. The right side, it's pushed up against another sort of row of buildings. But yeah, you can go around to the back. On the far end, that is open to the rest of the road. It's windows and a wall. And in the back, is essentially be kind of the back corner where the table is that you can see more windows, and the building just continues on and connects to the building next door. Like they share a wall, essentially.
Okay. And what's the other building next door? Is it easy to discern? Like, is it another establishment? Is it a private home? Is it like a stable?
You didn't see any signage from the back section here. You're pretty much in the back alley, right up against the outer wall of the river district. So you've got the building, the road, little bit of a waterway, and then the wall to the outside.
Okay.
So in this back section, you see no windows on the first floor. The second story, this one is a two-story, much seems narrower if you connect it with the other buildings along this. It's like the Soggy Dog seems to be the like the last house in a row of townhouses, sort of a
Gotcha.
situation.
Okay.
They've got the end unit.
And yeah, this one looks like there's a lot of other buildings connected to this. You see the second floor does have a window. The blinds are shut. No light coming out.
Okay. I'll turn back around and look at Icon.
You see me like retching. I do look pale,
Yeah,
probably,
you probably
but
look
like,
shit.
why?
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 It's the cider
Yeah,
is being incorporated into this drink.
it's awful. It's a bad drink. It's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, like, why? Is it fun? Is it fun for them to make things bad?
Well, we said we would inquire as to why their good name was not carrying here. So
Mm-hmm.
we have a lead.
Yeah.
It depends on how they handle being questioned.
Some of-
bathroom's not over here.
Oh God. The after burps. Do I get a sense?
Afterbirds.
Listen, I've licked some weird things already in this campaign.
Oh man.
I'm curious because you say it feels like it's gone off.
Mm-hmm.
Does it taste like a? Listen, Icon is a plant boy.
Mhm.
Does it taste like a natural gone off, like oops, I left this too long, or does it taste like someone has added something that would purposefully taint it, like an alkaline substance or like an actual poison?
It's really hard to tell with this drink because it was mixed with something, and you know that for certain.
Yeah.
So that there's a lot of flavor going on, and at this level, it's impossible to tell.
We need more of it.
Okay.
I'm going to take the last dregs of the Borear cider that I have. Do you have a smaller flask? Oh, yeah.
I do not have. A
Okay,
wine skin
it's
on
fine.
me.
I'll just keep it in here for now.
Oh, wait, no, I do. I do have.
Oh.
I have a water skin, but.
Oh, then maybe it's actually easier for you to put the drink in the water skin so the Borear stays good.
Is it possible to get it in there? It seems chunky.
It was a little coagulated, but I think it still flowed. Just not down my throat. It's a texture thing. It wasn't my
Or we
favorite.
could go buy another shot.
You can.
Okay. Yeah, let's start there.
I think they'd look at me and be like, "You're cut off, sir."
I do need to find a bathroom though, so I'm going to go
Oh,
back inside.
Good luck. I'll go back in and sit
Okay.
with the group.
I will walk back inside, like the obvious person looking for the bathroom that I am, and head back to that opening that I noticed earlier, and try and find. I'll walk in that direction, but I am looking.
The
not
door is
only-
essentially right next to the bar.
Yeah. Now I want to, as I pass by the bar, if it's possible to like peek behind and look at the bottles that were poured from, I'd love to try and glance at that. But I'm also looking for more thieves' cant anywhere else in the building, back in this section that I haven't gotten close to yet. So.
Gotcha. Well, that's a complicated one.
Yeah.
We'll have this one just be another investigation.
Sure. Cool.
As you're just passing by.
That's good. That is investigation.
Mhm.
28.
28. Behind the bar, you do see a few different, like, small casks that are there. And you see one, it's almost like a mini keg that's resting with a bunch of the glasses that the fixer was served in, resting next to it. Seems to have a pour tap that's been put into it. And then, aside from that, there's a lot of bottles and glasses and mugs behind the counter. Thieves' cant-wise, you don't see anything else.
Okay. Interesting. And just again, the symbol that I clocked outside was that of like a safe haven, a safe space, or like a place of meeting, kind of in that general realm. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Was it Mist Falls or
Mist
Yeah.
Falls. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That was
The one.
parasite,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's. I can almost confirm that that's Mist Falls keg, probably. I mean, seeing that it's
Looking
been
at it,
tapped.
it doesn't look like a Mist Falls keg.
Okay. More mysteries to solve. I'm actually going to find the bathroom. I need to use the bathroom.
Sure.
So I will take a moment to be like,
Aaron
well,
really has to pee.
I really got
Yeah.
to pee.
As you
We're
as
gonna
you walk
RP
by
that.
and you go through the door,
Uh-huh.
you just hear a call out, "Second on the left."
I'll head to the second on the left.
Okay.
What's on the right?
On the right, there
But
just seems to
what's
be
on the right?
stacks of kegs,
Uh-huh.
just ready to go.
Okay.
On the left, there are two doors. Then the second is, as you open it up,
Okay.
it appears to be a loo.
I'll take
All
it.
right. Now for a in-depth discussion.
Loo.
No,
No.
Yeah.
Roll a dexterity.
So,
fade to black.
When you're rolling
is
a dex check in the
Aaron a
bathroom,
urinal guy or a stall guy?
Tavern.
There's a
Stand?
trough.
I was gonna say we're lucky if
Sit.
there's more than a
So,
trough.
It's the soggy dog. It's a hole in the ground.
Yeah,
that's what I
exactly.
was picturing. Yep.
It's a corner.
Roll to not fall in.
A corner
I
with
don't
a
like
drain.
that.
Let me know when I have to make my Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, this one's a dexterity. So.
Oh boy.
I get back, wipe it.
I'm okay.
Yeah, and I just look right, and to Bogdan's eyes, kind of tearing up.
Feeling good?
Why does it taste this way?
To remind you that you're alive.
It's a reminder of wishing I was dead.
Oh, it's not.
But you're not, and you can still wish.
I don't know, you looked more alive after Bogdan pummeled you nearly to.
This has been a
Unconsciousness.
wild night.
I don't know. I think it's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. But like, these burps are not gonna go away.
Oh, we'll get you some water when we get back
Yeah.
to the inn and get you,
Yeah.
settled in. Especially because you can't be burping at the fancy pants party.
That's true.
We still have a day.
Yeah,
This should pass.
it will. I've had worse.
Bogdan was saying that he worked on the tram and things.
My eyes get wider,
So
but I'm also aware that I already freaked out about the arm. So I go, oh, well, that's interesting.
Is that a deception roll? Or?
Why? So Bogdan was also saying that he enjoys it. I mean, part of the civic duty and I mean that part of it he really enjoys and it's his vocation. Besides it being like a family thing for you, what do you want to do with this? Like, Chauncey's amazing.
Thank you. That's a very good question. I feel like I said to Bogdan, if I didn't go into a more controlled learning setting, left to my own devices, I feel like I would have found a way to do the same thing. I mean, making things is my passion. I don't really know where I go from here, but I feel like I at least have a lot to learn from what I see in this job.
Yeah, lots to learn.
And I kind of figure it out from there. But yeah, I don't know. Could go a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Let's just hope we stay alive that long to find out.
Why?
I don't know. This is the most out of my element I've ever been. I'm gonna go grab one of those drinks and leave and walk up to the bar.
All right.
Hey, me again, your favorite patron of all time.
Well, you keep on giving me that gold, and yeah, it'll be my favorite.
Oh, good. I slide a gold across the bar.
Oh, Lord.
That fix-it drink, it seems to get quite the reaction.
I just want to take a second to make sure you know I was joking at that point.
Yeah, clearly missed
Now
that.
he was
Yeah,
making a
I'm
joke.
still going to take that.
That's for you. What do you put in that drink?
I am the fixer.
Yeah.
Whatever I've got.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
What do you got right now?
A bar mat.
Well, I got some of this and I got some of that. We got this. He holds up a bottle in which you see kind of a black sloshing liquid. And this has kind of a small pore spout on the top of it. Yeah, I top it off with that. And this. And he pulls up the small keg. Yeah, fill this up with, I don't know, we discounted booze.
Got it. So, only the best stuff.
Only the worst stuff.
I was joking. This is going great. Good. I am going to regret this. May I please have a fix-up?
Oh no.
Oh, you are gonna regret this. He goes down and pours
I
it.
already am.
And he takes the black liquid. And this time he, rather than doing it behind the counter, holds the glass that now has this little soft amber liquid in it. But it still looks a little milky. And then takes this and pours, and it comes out just... And as soon as it touches this grayish black liquid touches the top, you can see the color disperse slightly into the glass and coagulates.
That is some amazing alchemy. What did they say? Down the hatch?
Why are you doing it?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm just so uncomfortable. I will do anything to get out of this. Constitution saving throw. That's a 13 on the die.
Oh, great.
A 15.
The wizard beats.
Yep, that not pleasant.
No, it's not.
Why do people?
Finding a lot of joy in this though.
I think about now, Aaron will come back out as Finn is putting the glass down and be like, that's my boy. Well done. Hold it together.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
But what's in it?
How close is our table to the bar?
You can see it from where
Okay,
you
I'll
are.
kind of just do it.
Yeah, what?
I start seething a little bit.
I was just telling him, there's a bit of this and a bit of that. There's whatever I've got that's bad.
So, if you wanted to heighten the experience, what would you add to it?
I take things away.
Oh. Like what? Like, from this particular batch, what would you remove?
Well, it's not like a batch. It's and he holds up the small cake. A bit of this and the bottle. A bit of that.
Yeah, black sludge and something spoiled.
Oh.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Right.
Now, you want?
No. I would never.
Is there
What-
like a shop or a market for expired drinks, or is it?
I didn't know. This one we I don't know. We got a guy that makes it for us, and this one,
Got a guy that makes.
yeah.
I'm not there. But
Hey, Billy! And you see someone who's just head down, table, gonna look up. That's Billy.
Right.
And he just looks back there.
Oh, we are in a small town dive bar.
I am
Oh, yeah.
so worried about what it is.
You are 10 minutes east of Denver right now.
And then this one we got it for it was discounted off at the Silver Palm.
You don't say.
We got it cheap, and we didn't have to make it bad.
Well, I should certainly hope you didn't pay very much for that. That's horrible. Did you go out looking for something bad, or?
No, normally we gotta make it bad
Right. And why?
for the fun of it.
Right. Right. Yes, fun. That is definitely how I describe that drink. May I have another?
Finn.
It's not for me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Seems to gives it a pour. And this one, it doesn't seem to be making a show of it, and just makes this one quicker. There you go. You already paid.
I'll cover this one.
No, I mean, yeah.
That's right. Someone paid for this.
I paid for this.
I see. Okay.
Also probably paid for.
He was
everybody's
ready
drinks
to
for
take more
the rest of the night. But
Yeah.
I will take this back to the table, and I don't know if nursing it is better or worse. Probably worse.
Swore.
It was so much work.
Do it.
Do it. This guy's fun.
This is what y'all do for fun around here.
Yeah. You gotta see what we do for work.
What do you do for work? Well, obviously you
This.
work at the bar, but
Should anybody be two in their cups tonight? Do you at least have some place for them to crash?
Yeah, the floor. Sun comes up and they leave.
Sure.
I got a broom in the back somewhere.
well,
It's fine.
here's the fun.
Why? No, why are you doing that? Why?
My eyes just go like confusion and concern.
we don't need to save it. I mean, we don't need to
I'm like,
save it, but it's
Hey, Constitution saving throw. I like.
Dwathi, is he gonna be okay?
No.
That is a 14.
Oh my god.
God. I mean, I was fine, and you know.
Okay, did you just pour me a bad one?
Oh, they're all bad.
They're all bad. Yeah.
Though they do get easier on the repeat. Well, not much.
That, frankly, is bullshit.
Oh, I'm not getting any work done tonight. I will take an ale, please.
Yeah.
No.
We have ales. What is
And
happening?
hands you one.
Great. Please don't serve me anymore. I'm gonna go sit with the ale and just regret my choices.
He's not listening. If you pay him, he will serve you.
True. This is a good bartender, but a bad bartender.
Oh shoot, I prepaid.
Well,
The ale I'll slowly kind of pull away.
still tastes bad to you?
Yeah, how could that taste good? That was.
It was horrendous, but it was very funny.
Ooh, it starts to burn now.
I'm so sorry. I don't have anything I can do to help.
It's okay,
you know?
I'll chew on some mint.
Oh, I have some of that. Again. Here we are again. Give you some.
Yeah. Guys, I'm normally much better at this.
I've seen you take many hits. I saw you take many hits tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I know.
But not many drinks.
That's very true.
I'm usually more of an ale guy, that is true. Venture got into me or something, I guess.
Well, thank you for showing us this fun drink. I appreciate it. Bogdan, I thought it was very funny.
This was an absolute pleasure. But I think I'm going to be calling it the night.
Same.
We probably should too.
Thanks,
That neat.
Bolton.
Like toasts the mug onto the table. And does any of you here speak Dwarvish?
I think I
I
do.
think I do too.
I don't.
No. No, sir. Unless it is common or Nelvish.
Wait. Yeah.
All right. You hear he says, "From my heart to my hand, be healed," and
just chugs.
downs it, smacks it back on the table as he stands up. Pleasure, truly to be meeting all of you.
You
And,
as well.
I stand up and shake his hand. Thank you for that memorable fight.
Thank you as well.
I hate you for the drink,
I-
but thank you for the fight.
I'd say I was getting you back in one way or the other, but it really wasn't. I wanted to do well and be well.
You too.
And I'm sure I'll be seeing all of you again.
Yeah.
We'll probably stop by before we leave, at
I might
least.
want to stock up on a few provisions and maybe repair some things.
And I hope we can, tell you if your brother is okay.
Please do.
Thank you for
Please
your
We
forthrightness.
absolutely will.
Does he have a name before if we were to try to contact him or find him?
My brother's name is Mogden.
Insight check.
I knew you were gonna hate me.
That's a 19. On the really important... Nope, hold on. Disadvantage. That's even higher. Dice are funny.
A 19?
Yeah,
He's
19.
being 100% honest. Mogden is his
All
brother.
right,
I
Mogden,
cannot.
Gilderstrong.
Bogdan and Mogden.
Your parents had a theme.
Right.
Well, thank you. We'll be up in the upper district. Should you need us, call
Also
for
feel free-
Andy Acra?
Feel free to come drop by and take a look in on Zach.
We absolutely will.
He is. We'll see how he.
I
I'm still putting him through the.
I think
Oh,
he'll
the
grow
ringers.
on you.
He's a heavy sleeper,
Wait.
so you might need to get real loud.
Well,
Honestly, might be a good lesson. for
Yeah.
him.
I just wink, like...
well,
Sorry to give you a project.
I already have so many.
I know, but he's at least helpful.
That's what I'm going to. He looks like it,
Yeah.
but I we'll see how helpful.
He
I
will
want
be.
to be honest with you. I haven't given him a full yes yet.
I understand. I think you will,
Probably wise.
but
though.
I get it. He's, I know we've said it, but he's a really good kid, and he's got a lot of passion.
Well, I'm gonna see how well his drive is, because now I get to go and see if he has finished the project I left him. So, have a good one, yo.
You too?
You
And-
too, Mr. Bogdan.
Duapianikin, with y'all's passives, you notice, as he walks away, there's not a mark on him.
I was wondering, yeah.
There's something going on with him.
Yeah, it's badass.
I wonder if it is in his arm.
Could be.
It wasn't happening while you were fighting.
It wasn't.
I'll make sure he's gone when I say that.
Oh, yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
Um,
Bogdan has left.
Has left the
Bogdan
building.
has left the chat.
no, I think it's in his arm.
Yeah. Or he has some innate ability that he didn't use in the fight, but I think the arm...
I think it is healing him. That's why
He
he
was
takes it
healed?
off.
Yeah. Did you notice, like, every hit that I did, clean,
He had the bruise right there on his face.
gone.
Gone by the time he left.
What about you?
From what he said as he was toasting himself, might be the drink.
Might be.
The ale?
You certainly don't
For
look
him, it
any
might be
better
a
for
special
wear.
skill that he has.
Okay, because No way.
Yeah, I'm not saying in general, but when you offered to heal him,
He didn't want me to. He said he was going to be okay.
Oh, was it rude of
but
me
he
to just
said
do it?
something about, I think this will help. I
mean,
don't know. My
it-
theory.
It might
It
have
makes
also
it hurt a
been
little
thinking.
less.
But who knows? Either way, it's very cool.
Yeah.
And you would notice some of the stuff has, like, the really bad damage has healed from what I did and what Duathi did after. But, like,
But it's been like that since.
there's still some, like,
Yeah.
cuts
Yeah.
that I have purposely not healed.
Oh, also because I am not in the mind chat. Why did you have 2 of those?
Yeah, what's wrong with
Fixers.
you?
What is it? Did I miss something? What's going on?
I thought I might start having more fun. I don't think me
No.
and fun get along.
Also, Andy,
What?
we should not talk about this here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
No, you're fine. You don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that
That's
was.
not in
Why
the
do
mind
people
chat.
do this?
Because he's funny.
Just keep it together on the tram, please.
Oh, I'm fine. It's just...
If you need to vomit outside the window, please.
No, the nausea is left. Now I just have heartburn.
Okay.
Come on, everyone.
Let's start going
Okay.
home.
Back to the inn. Let's go.
Yeah.
Rally the troops.
That was way too long in a dive bar for me.
Thank you, sir. I say to the bartender.
Does a little
I do.
bow / curtsy.
And I'll look back and forth between Icon and the bartender as if, is this something we have to do in a dive bar? And I will then try to.
Oh, and I just scoot you up. No. Shit.
I just run out laughing.
I'm just staring and I'm sort of slowly walking out the door.
I don't know why I said that. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Is that not what you do?
No, it's not.
No.
Well, you did.
I know.
As you all step out, you can hear from him, not necessarily being called out to you, but more of for the rest of the patrons. And a very good evening to you as well, my friend. And you can't even finish before the group inside just starts laughing.
Okay, that was fun.
That was funny.
that's
That was better timing. Sorry, I just feel distracted and sore and
We've had a day.
Sick.
Let's retire for the evening.
Let's
Yeah.
go
Okay.
home.
No more
Come
adventures
on.
for the night.
Can I know the secret?
oh,
What
so
secret?
yeah, the drink has the bad cider in it.
What?
Oh!
Yeah, what did they say what was in it?
He said he picked it up on a discount from the Silver Palm. Pretty much tracks with the story we've heard so far.
That means it's going bad while it's at the Silver Palm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone's making it bad. He said they typically have to make it bad themselves, but they were lucky enough to pick up bad cider.
Now, okay,
That means someone's making it bad at the palm.
or here's my question now.
Uh-huh.
How long does this ale have to sit before it tastes awful and goes bad?
Well, we can find out in X number of days.
Yeah, but this has been opened.
But the whole point of, like making alcohol of something other than, the fun is, that it lasts longer.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if
It
Mistfalls
should
is
take a
doing it
long
wrong.
time.
I don't.
Maybe they're bad at it.
I don't know.
I don't-
They were very good at their
Do
job.
you think they're
Seems
bad at
good.
preserving
Yeah.
their product?
But it's alcohol. It's supposed to preserve.
I uncork the jug and take a tiny sip, wash it around.
Still just as tasty as when you had
Yeah,
it fresh.
I don't know. This seems like
We're walking and
Foul
talking.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
we're
walking
walking,
the tram.
So, it's not happening on the boat. Doesn't seem like it's happening from the boat to the palm, but it's happening before buyers get the
it's happening
goods.
at the palm.
And our purchase was too soon to
Mm-hmm.
discern any overnight dealings.
So maybe do we have enough to purchase another cask?
Oh, we do.
Or do we send a messenger to Lord Janub and say, hey, there's some liquor from Gladen for your party.
I was just gonna show up with the cask.
Yeah,
No,
we
we were
were
going to
gonna
give it
give
to
it
him.
Our
to
cask, but
them.
our cask is good.
I
Which is
underst-
good. We want to
I
bring
understand.
that.
Icon's thinking there. Get somebody to sponsor a
Right, so
keg.
we don't have to
Yeah,
buy it.
yeah, what?
I could get in.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be a spider.
But what would we be looking for? How are we supposed to ascertain somebody tampering with this cake, with these casks of ale, or these casks of cider?
I mean, I could try and detect poison, but also I could just open the keg.
I should have, but didn't feel like it.
We bought it 1 or 2 days ago.
One
One.
now.
Just
I
one.
think one.
It's been one night.
We've only been here 24 hours.
These
Truly.
days, just I mean, I'm not much of a drinker. I'd really like to stop
Yeah, don't.
spending that kind of money on good ale. I'm not sure I want to spend that kind of money on bad ale.
No,
Or cider.
There's no need to invest in another full cask of ale. It's simply to ascertain what's happening to this, albeit wonderful family business.
No,
but
I don't
But
think we
also-
need to put any more money into it.
Can we talk about how maybe I don't know if I care about the cider being crap when now there's like dark, evil things in the world? Gods are not just folklore.
Don't worry, there's been dark evil things in the world way before we started drinking this whole cider.
Are
I'm just saying it doesn't feel like the cider
did you
is the problem.
think the gods were folklore? It seems like it's a big deal. The gods to all of you. There's temples and things everywhere. And
Yeah, but people make a big deal about everything. You give enough stuff meaning and power. I mean, the order is just people that we've put a lot of meaning and power behind.
is that the thing all of you all thought? Is that the gods that you all make temples and stuff to are folklore?
Well, obviously the power exists, and I'll summon my mage hand. And,
Yeah.
But the structures contained within it, I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit far-fetched.
Okay.
Icon has a point, though. Our priorities lie elsewhere besides doing-
Bad.
I know,
Cider.
but we did
I mean,
agree to help them.
We,
I mean, what
we agreed
is-
to help when where we could. If this is a matter of
Some weird cider tampering cabal of venture.
alternatively, also, what does their being other gods matter?
It just seems like
I mean, it seems bad, and a sad thing happened, and that seems like a bad thing. But also, I guess I'm also wondering why that matters any more than the cider.
I guess I'm just concerned. It seems like the Ashen Veil may have had something to do with this evil thing. And I don't know. Just putting it in perspective seems like it's small cider to be thinking about that when we have a literal possible exploding illegal material.
You know,
I get that.
those fixes, this is the first time I've not thought about the exploding thing.
Sorry.
Hey, remember how Bogdan's brother's name is Mogden?
Yeah.
I hope
Just-
we find him.
Me too.
I hope so too.
It's very sad.
Sounded like a lot of pain.
Yeah. And I understand. In
Yeah.
a way. I get how you could become that.
Yeah. You kind of never really stop loving family.
No.
Yeah, the last things I said to my brother were angry. And, I understand worrying and hoping that that's not the last thing you said to someone,
Yeah.
So I hope he finds him.
Sorry to
Me too.
It's okay.
does mean a trip to nearest Codgel, though, if we want to learn more.
Yeah,
so
look, it's
think about that.
not priority.
Well, we could take the train there too,
Yeah.
because you took the train.
And your family is there.
No, not.
They're in
I don't know my.
Orage,
Yeah, my
right?
family there.
That's the same direction.
They're close, right?
We established that
Yeah, it's
before.
close, yeah.
Sorry, I can't remember. Like maps. I
All of
don't
us are
know.
like, where do we live?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's on the to-do list if we desire.
One thing.
Yeah, I would like to eventually meet him and kind of close that circuit.
You folks
So
do
to
have a
speak,
very
but-
long to-do list though now.
Yeah,
And then
it's not.
After that, we have to make it all the way back down here, and then back to Glidden.
Yeah, that's those. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
first and foremost, tomorrow we have a party.
Yeah.
Also, this ale is, cider. Sorry. Silver Palm knew it was bad when they sold it. They sold it at a discount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But, like, did it go bad in their warehouse?
it had to have.
Or did they just not test it before it came in? I don't know.
I think there's tampering,
But to what purpose?
a racket.
Well, if there's money to be had.
Because there's another cidery, right? Maybe they don't
Yeah.
like them,
Yeah.
and maybe there's like, they're mad at each other or something.
Maybe. I mean,
I don't know.
Who's to say?
Not me, I don't really know.
It just seems like a lot of people have a lot of faith in Silver Palm. And I'm sure they do great work. But if they're knowingly selling bad, I feel bad. Like, that's dangerous.
Very well could be the same person who procured the Carmodian ale.
That wasn't poisoned, it seemed. At least when we drank it.
Something seems a little bit different in terms of scope. The, 500-year-old ale, or just, edging out competition in town.
Yeah.
But who's to say? They are very tight-fisted with their information.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even suffer scrutiny. It would be a lofty endeavor, Dorothy, but it's not something we should approach now. We have we have more
for
pressing
sure. We have to
issues.
go to this party.
If it proves necessary.
Let's get thrown in jail after the party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I would not be thrown in jail because I would not be caught. I'm pretty sure.
In your head, you go, that's what they all think.
But it's what I think. I think back. All right, I forgot. I could be irritating you, right? No. I just start humming in my brain.
Can I shut it off?
Oh.
Can I just be like, hang up call?
6 hours of humming.
You can with sending now.
As you all are heading towards, you enter into the secondary wall that houses the Skytram's lower dock. And as you come up to the front door, we are going to take our break.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a 10-minute break, everyone. We're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got a Skytram to ride.
Yeah.
See you in a second.
Skytram.
Skytrain.
I wonder if it's different going up.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope that you enjoyed your break. I know we enjoyed ours. Before we get back into the episode, a couple of quick reminders. First off, after the show tonight, we are going to be heading on over to our Discord for that post-show hangout. So if you are a patron or a subscriber, come on and join us. If you don't have access to those channels and you need some help, let us know in there, and we'll do what we can. Might not be able to get you in tonight, but we'll be able to get you in for the future ones. Also a reminder that this is the last episode of Melos Machina for the month. We will be back again in December. And lastly, if you are enjoying the show, please consider that follow, like, subscribe, all that jazz, wherever you are watching or listening, and we certainly appreciate it. So, adventurers, heading on back to the Skytram lower dock. You walk on in and you see, standing behind the counter, a somewhat tired-looking young man, golden hair, tied back into a ponytail, who is holding a piping cup and just blowing on it and taking a sip. He looks up. Good evening. 5 for the tram, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It doesn't close at night, does it?
No, it's not.
All right. Yeah, 5 plus our Chauncey.
Okay.
You're awake.
I am awake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, then that'll be 5 silver, please.
I got it.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Pull out the 5 silver. As I hand it over, I'd like to try to get a whiff of what he's drinking, just to see
Sure.
or smell, I guess.
Yeah. You can. You're able to take a quick sniff. It looks like it's a golden tea.
Can't say I'm not just a little bit jealous. That smells way better than the last thing I drank. I hope you enjoy it.
I will.
I'll hand it over and just like pivot, start walking towards the elevator
Okay.
or to the tram.
As y'all head upstairs, the Skytram is there waiting. It doesn't look as though you have to wait for one to arrive. Doors open.
All right. Shall we go?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Be cool to see the cliff side from this vantage point.
Yeah.
I'm just still excited. I don't...
Buckle up.
All right. So as you sit in the tram, it takes a couple of moments, but then there is the of the doors closing, and the sudden, abrupt but not violent start as the tram pulls away and rocks ever so slightly and begins its ascent up. Immediately, you are pushed through the gates of the lower section, and your view opens to, directly ahead of you, a black cliffside that is constantly being illuminated by a beam of light that passes across about halfway up. But aside from that, the spotlight, essentially, from the lighthouse is completely dark. Except you are able to see past the lighthouse, where on this island in the center, there appears to be a couple of structures, homes. There are lights. But at the very base of the lock, you can see light where the docks were. The tram continues to climb and climb. So now you have a view of the dock district or the river district. You're able to look down and see the much dimmer lights, but still the flickering torchlight or candlelight from all of the buildings below. You're able to see in the darkness. It's that sort of dark where you can just make out the shapes, and kind of, just from your time in there, you have a sense of the structure of at least where you were. You're able to retrace your steps, and you see the even darker pit that is the dry dock 2. You can see a few flickering lights, but it looks as though it might have died down for the evening.
I mean, when the stars of the show knock each other out, I think the show's over.
Be hard to top that.
In the far, far distance, you can see the southern bridge with lights and structures on it itself, and they appear to be much brighter than the lights in the river district, and more constant, as if the lights in the river district have a more natural flicker to them, whereas the lights on the bridge seem to be a more steady. And then as you look all the way up, at the top you can see the glow from Venture.
You did quite a good job maintaining some composure with Gilda Strong.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, again, I know his type, and I feel like I, got a little too eager with the arm and didn't want to get too eager about other things.
Didn't seem to perturb him too bad.
No. I don't know, it might be more of a saving face sort of thing.
When we go visit Zachary, we can ask more questions.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's got to deal with Zachary. This is probably a good thing you didn't keep asking.
I don't know, I think it'll go okay.
I
I
think so
think
too.
he'll be happy for the help. It sounds like he's very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think if he proves his worth, that's all that's really necessary.
And I think Zachary could probably use some physical labor to help focus him.
Agreed.
He has a lot of nervous energy
Yeah.
sometimes.
Either way, their paths have met, and what happens next
Yeah.
is up to them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's amazing. Like, hopefully you never get punched by the guy, but if his strikes on the hammer and anvil, like, are that precise and that strong, yeah, he's a master craftsman.
I'm very curious about the fact that he's, got a little bit of magic. It sounds
Mhm.
like I'm wondering how that works for him. But that's just me being curious. It doesn't really have anything to do with anything.
It's interesting. You'd think, and I don't mean to be offensive to like the work that you do or anything, but his arm could help our friend in Gladen.
Mm-hmm.
Could be very, very useful for people.
I agree.
And that seems like that line of inquiry is heavily guarded and heavily regulated.
Are we alone on this thing?
Yes.
It's just some random
Yeah.
woman knitting. Oh, don't mind me.
It's like
An
that
arm
guard
from the
sleeping by the
tavern.
cart.
No, that's a thing that has been said a lot today about knowledge that is forbidden or ways
Yeah.
of thinking that are wrong.
Yeah.
I'm starting to. I know that every time I bring this up, all of you are kind of like, oh, it's just kind of this thing. I've never had the concept of anything like that before ever in my life. That there's things that are bad to know, and I'm really worried. I mean, it's purely selfishly. I'm worried that I'm going to say something that I'm not supposed to say, or think something I'm not supposed to think, and why would that be a bad thing, helping so many people with something like that?
I don't fully agree that it's sharing that type of knowledge is bad. I think there's also just a very fine line. Like I said, I feel like if I wasn't given a chance to go to the Aetergog and study and get the core for Chauncey, I would have found a way, either way. So it's not that I think it's wrong to have or use.
It depends on How and
I think
what
it's
do you
just
use it
who,
for?
is using it.
The
'Cause
Melos
you
is
say it's dangerous. The core.
Well, it's
Well,
powerful.
that one is. The
This is-
shard,
the shard is-
different.
Yeah.
What were you about to say, Aaron?
the Melos' regulation of artifice and arcane knowledge is a reaction to the suffering of those who fell before. So, in a way, our hesitancy and the peoples of this world's reluctance to even discuss their discoveries or their talents is, in a way, a result of that. And we could debate the integrity or the limitations of and the consequences of that approach to repopulating and restructuring the world till the sun comes up. This is the reality, the truth that we're living under currently. So
Some of us.
I think to your end, Duarthi, you are witnessing merely a different approach to dealing with the tragedy that was the Ashen Veil.
To me, Dorothy, you're a beautiful reminder that there's power out there in the world. But the Order, they'd have people believe you have to follow the rules, fit your place to access that. And, well, you've only cemented my doubts. That's a good thing.
Is Duathi safe in Saros Manor?
Can't see why not.
So, I mean,
You don't have to obey every practice presented by the Order. There is choice involved.
Yeah. It just seems like in your line of work, choices doesn't seem real.
what do you mean?
You didn't really choose to be put on this specific mission. You didn't choose to get basically abandoned in the middle of nowhere to go after
No,
the Cracker Jack.
but I did choose to pursue knowledge.
Yeah.
I chose to leave my place in the Order to join the Aethergog.
Well, this is your place in the Order, right? Technically.
Well,
The
now it is.
Order, not the Order.
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
As you were talking, the tram continues to climb and climb, and you've about reached the midpoint where it begins to slow slightly as it becomes darker and darker as you enter into the upper section of the lighthouse.
Hold your breath.
Why would I be in danger? Because I know how to use magic and I didn't get trained by the Aethergog or something?
No, it's not.
Magic.
My thinking is you're different than those of us who grew up in the cities. You don't have the same structure or system, or I guess understanding of the system like some of us do. And we all have very different opinions of the system, and I worry how people who have more power would react to that.
I guess that's part of why I'm asking some of these
Yeah.
questions, you know? What if I ask a question that
Yeah.
I'm just sort of being curious? I tried to watch it, then I didn't ask nearly as many questions as I had. But
Questions
Well-
are not forbidden by any means.
Yeah, I also, if you're ever feeling uncomfortable, you can always run a question by any of us before you ask someone else.
Of course.
probably want to do that.
But I agree. I don't think there are many questions that you can ask that would, I don't know, be that taboo. I think it's less kind of questions and magic in general than
Technology.
technology.
I think we'd have to go so far as to have you carrying the Crackerjack box alone without us and get picked up for that. I think
Okay.
I think we can keep you out of harm's way.
Luckily, I don't know how to use the crackerjack anyway, so.
Yeah.
And we're all here to protect and support you.
Oh, that's very nice of you, but I just also don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No, I know.
You are allowed to. I want to impress upon you, Dorothy. It's not for. You're allowed to walk the streets of Melos Machina and all of the major cities, and not directly be involved with the order whatsoever.
I assume most people aren't.
Yeah.
It's not a authoritarian community. It's not as if you are born and forced to obey everything. It's a part of life. It's something that people endorse and support, but it's also not imperative that you follow their every word. So I hope I can alleviate everybody here's assurances that if somebody from outside the walls of Melos Machina finds their way to the city, they will be welcome. And hopefully there are other curious minds in the city who would want to know more about Dorothy, just the way that she wants to know more about all of us. I think that is at least allowed, is it not? Like,
I'm more concerned with our proximity to you.
What?
If we were just yokels, no one would care. Go in and out of that city, but also I haven't been back in 5 decades. I don't know, has the climate changed in the cities about magic, about like illegal core acquisition? We were behind walls for years. Now that everything's opened up, like, has it changed? Or would you know?
I'd like to think it has.
Can I make a history check to see? I'm not very old, but like rumors of increasing crime or forbidden contraband or anything like that.
Since the wall's opening, or
Yeah, since the wall's opening.
sure. Yeah, give me a history check.
I'll do the same.
That's very good. 21.
14.
It's not exactly your areas of expertise or interest, but you do know that when the walls opened, it was certainly a more dangerous time because the cities went from being completely encased with each other and having the ability to, at that start there, essentially use the ability to use the trains to go from city to city. When the gates opened, the frontier towns were certainly more dangerous, and it's not out of the question to say that crime rose, at least in those areas. Hard to say within the city. During the Age of Enclosure, and certainly before the rededication, you do know history-wise there was a degree of chaos within the cities and within the walls. But it wasn't until after the rededication that all of that simmered. But nothing like that happened after the walls opened.
Well, I mean, it's a wide open world out here. If you were going to get up to nefarious things, why would you take it back to the most secure location in the world?
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
I just know both of us have put our feet in our mouths a little bit when it comes to who we're talking to about what.
We've all done that.
Yeah.
It's at this moment that you feel the tram suddenly stop, and there's a sense of rocking.
At the station? Or
No,
In the middle of the
no.
line.
Okay, we're not supposed to stop here.
about how far from... Because we had just gone through the tower.
Mhm.
Are we like midway from tower to...
you're still closer to the tower. And as you look back, you can still see the tower, or the lighthouse is functioning. You look down to the dock district, and you look over to the black wall that is the cliff that Venture rests on. You can see the beam of light illuminating, and as it comes over, you can see the massive pillar that is attached to the outer wall that goes all the way down to the river itself. You can see the glow from here of Venture itself. And then you hear pulling your attention to the left. As you look beyond the wall in the darkness, you see a sudden flash of light that is coming from the far end of the town.
Upper?
Up?
The upper town.
Okay.
You see the southern bridge, and beyond that, the other, from this distance, hard to make out, but the pillar that raises up and attaches to the outer wall. And at the top of the outer wall, you see a eruption of flame and smoke.
Finn, can you contact somebody down below and get us moving again?
It's a good thing we didn't send a message to your maester today. I will cast sending.
As you do, a secondary, as a shock wave
Oh my god.
erupts, and you can see it pushing the air, and it makes the Skytram rock side to side as the lights of Venture flicker and go dim.
Oh, that can't be good.
I stand, like, scanning the horizon for where the first blast was and where the second blast was, and waiting to see if there's another one that happens in line.
They came from the same location.
The same location. I'm gonna just eagle eye that way while holding on to Duathi and the tram.
Do I think I can sort of remap in my mind where we've been up there and where we are? Can I sort of try to remember what that was? What is there?
You don't recall, you'd never been to
Not
that
to that part?
location.
Okay.
But you do recall it being a mirror of this, or at least the top section, this pillar that goes all the way to the base of the river, up the cliff, and becomes part of the exterior wall as it goes around.
So we don't know where it is. Where this is going to put us.
But it was at the top, essentially, where what is part of the outer wall, right at the edge, and where the top of that massive pillar is that ventures all the way down into the river.
Okay.
You were casting scent.
Yeah, to the tea attendant down at the bottom. Yes, we at the party that just took tram up. Explosions from the city. Tram is stuck. Get help.
There is no pause whatsoever of just what? Help! Yes.
Is there any way to kind of get into any of the workings from the inside of the tram to manually kind of try to get us
Is there
up?
like a hand
You
crank?
can
Yeah.
you can look around. Give me
Okay.
an investigation
Okay.
check.
I remember on our way down, the tower itself has a very small platform.
Uh-huh.
If we can get... Oh god, how many feet are we from the tower?
So as you look over, the lighthouse
Yeah,
is still
sorry.
functioning.
Yeah.
And looking beyond, you also see all of the lights of the river district also still on. Looks like from where you are, probably within 100 feet.
Of the lighthouse tower?
Yes.
Is it?
And then how far to the other side?
To the complete
the
other
way
side?
Yeah, to the upper
Yeah.
district.
To the upper, a
Yeah.
lot farther than that.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
How?
If we were 30, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
maybe
right.
we
But
could.
no, we are hundreds. Hundreds of sites.
So
Aaron,
you're
you know that
within
trick they
100 feet
use to
of
jump
the.
cliffs?
You're within 100 feet of the lighthouse,
Uh-huh.
and that would put you 600 feet away from the upper section.
What's directly underneath us?
Darkness.
I'm assuming it's water, but a fall from that high into water is like hitting
Well, you can
concrete.
do that thing.
That trick.
I don't know that.
I can do...
I can fly, but only for a minute. You can fly. Yeah.
But what about Chance?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, Chauncey's.
if you can fly, Andy, I can handle the rest of us. However, let's not jump to conclusions here. We need to figure out if we go forward or if we go back first.
Yeah.
Yes,
I can
but
only do it for a minute.
No matter what, we are stuck in the sky.
22.
22 on investigation. Looking about, there along the walls and the floor, there's nothing at all. You see on the ceiling a small hatch kind of right by the doors, and no access panel, but you remember the essentially clamps that were holding the tram in the sky, and they seem to be bolted through into the ceiling. So there doesn't appear to be any mechanism to control the tram from here, but there is a small sort of access panel by the doors.
That can help us with something? Okay, I'm gonna open it if I can.
Sure. What are you using to open? Because it is metal against metal. You find the seam.
I mean, I'd have my Smith's tools, like a crowbar or something to kind
This
of.
is much finer. Like
It's
you
smaller.
could absolutely use a crowbar. So actually, if you want to,
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check with proficiency
Okay.
or strength, your choice.
I think while Andy's investigating, I'll say to the group, I can get us down to the base of the lighthouse. However, what then? This is...
I could get out.
We'd
but
be
it
trapped
would
on an island.
I would be very slow moving.
Yeah, that's a 12.
A 12, and what were you using?
Dex, my crowbar, dex, and proficiency.
Sure. You're able to, with a 12, finagle it into the small crevice, and you pop it open as
Okay.
it. You're able to pull aside, and there seems to be a latch.
But I don't know what the latch does.
No.
But it's by the door, right?
Mhm.
Okay, part of me feels like it probably opens the door
At this point,
manually.
little flicks of light are beginning to
Okay, hold on.
appear in the upper the town.
Maybe it's about to start back up.
Maybe.
If the lights are going back up, yeah, maybe.
There's very few of them in comparison.
I could go get help, but again, I wouldn't know where I would be going.
I don't. I mean, people must be going there. Those explosions would have been heard everywhere. We're not the only.
And I imagine we're not even the best equipped people
Probably
to
not.
help right now. I think we focus on getting to safety,
I
and
guess I mean help for us.
Yeah, that's
Is more
that's
what
my
I'm
question.
thinking is
I sent a message to the attendant. He's scrambling for it, and it may be stuck on an island, but certainly beats being stuck in a metal box 600 feet in
if
the
we
air.
start to fly, I can also fly too.
You can fly?
I can fly very slowly. Very, very
Yeah,
slowly.
I don't. I think I could get to the lighthouse, to the middle tower, but not back up there.
And you said that the explosions were where the bridge meets,
Close to that area.
because that would be the other way up. That's
Mhm.
not the tram.
Yeah.
So either we're going straight into danger, trying to get up to the upper district, or we sit here and wait for this to start back up.
I think we should at the very least head that way. There might be people we could help.
At least a few of us can heal, or we've already put out fires in another city,
What do we
literally.
think is that?
Those were big explosions.
Yeah.
Targeted, calculated. This is... Okay, above table, if we get down to the island, is there a way to get then back up to the river district?
Well,
Or up
there's
to the
a
upper district?
there's a bridge.
Right.
Yeah,
okay, I was
there's
just
a
saying
footpath
that
up.
goes all the way
That
up.
goes
We'd have
all
to
the way up.
run. We'd have to literally
We would-
book it if we wanted to do that.
It's all
How fucking long would that take?
A while.
A while.
A long time.
the sooner we
Uphill
start.
the whole way.
The whole way.
And if explosions are up there,
Yeah.
that's being targeted for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like, yeah.
Just
I'll tell you one thing. Knowledge did not do that. People did.
Well, or something did.
Why?
We told
knows?
Nestar that we weren't bringing trouble to the town, and part of the worries of this has to do with
You
us.
have no idea. Stop that.
This is a great alibi, comparatively.
We are literally stuck in a tram in the
I know,
sky.
I'm not saying that we did it. I just trouble seems to follow us, and I don't know.
We
You're not
fixed
wrong.
Gladen's troubles.
I'm trying to think.
Do we think there is anywhere that anyone that could help other than the people down below? Listen,
I mean, it might
starting
be
to get worried.
a different shift of people up in the upper one. I mean, I'm sure Bogdan heard that.
Yeah.
But we can't really reach out to just anybody, right? Like, you're done?
I'm done
Yeah.
till tomorrow.
I think it's figuring out how to get out of here.
I can get out.
You can get out. You can get out.
Yeah, I can't fly up there, but I can fly back.
I can get us.
I
I can
think.
get you, Finn, myself, and Chauncey down to there. But then what? Then what do we do?
Swim to shore, climb back up.
Yeah, swim to the river district.
I have the dart. I can help get some of us there a little bit faster, but only as slow as the slowest moving person.
Anything beats staying here.
Okay.
That lash?
Should I do it?
Can you catch me too if we're falling?
I can get all but one of us.
I can slow my descent. Sort of.
I
In
can
that
get all
case-
but one of us safely down.
Let's do it that way. That way,
Including
we're
Chauncey?
using less
Including Chauncey.
resources. And then if you can fly,
I can fly for a minute.
That's all it will take to get down.
We're going down.
think
Or
so.
I'm gonna get to the tower
Try to get to the tower.
and go down.
Yeah. I don't think I can reach the tower.
Okay, I'm gonna flip this because I think it opens the doors.
Let me know if you need help.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
As you reach up and you pull the latch, the door opens.
my
Immediately, you hear the sound of yelling and screaming, kind of echoing from the top of Venture. Looking up, you can see no extra lights have come on, and a lot of the ones that have seem to be mobile and moving.
How thick are the cables?
Very thick. They are roughly, like 2.5, 3 inches in diameter.
Oh, wow.
I can.
I'm like, you didn't. That was an inside thought.
Yeah, he can hear those.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would have been my luck. That would have been like, okay, if I can. Literally, probably, I'm not realizing that I'm broadcasting this. I'm just thinking, okay, I think I can get up to that cable, climb down to the tower, climb 600 feet up to the top district. How fast would that take? Like, you're hearing just the mental math of tactics,
Okay.
where to move people, like.
If we're acting, I'm gonna go on now. Is this happening? Are
I
we
think
going?
this is happening.
Okay.
I don't think we can think.
I'm gonna use gem flight and get
Oh my God.
back to the tower.
As Andy steps towards the edge of the sky tram and in taking a step into nothing, spectral wing. What color are your wings?
I'm gonna make them blue, the like teal, the turquoisey kind of
Nice.
teal
Yeah.
that are the accents kind of everywhere.
They, it's a combination of both appearing and unfolding at the same time, and they seem to appear both from Andy's body as well as they start on both ends, where the tips of the wings are appearing as well as the wings on the body as they connect in the center as Andy takes off and flies.
And say, "Take care of my boy."
Sick. And I will actually. I'm guessing that there is water below. How high are we up at this point?
At this point, roughly 450 feet.
It's a lot of D6s.
So like,
Yeah.
we're going to, it's okay. Aaron can do the trick.
Okay.
How far away is the tower directly from us, actually? Like right in front of
Roughly
us?
100.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, neat,
I
neat,
drew a map
Thank you.
for us.
Thank you. Okay.
because otherwise, brain.
So,
So 400 feet up.
uh-huh.
Does that
I am not
feather
risking
fall?
the
Are we
biscuit
okay
with
with
Misty
that?
stuff.
Okay.
That's
So we jump and then you do the thing, or we.
Trust me.
yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Chauncey,
So he looks up at you.
follow me.
going
He
to be
looks at the door, and you could swear his eyes.
He does poop.
Mine too.
He does poop himself.
You just hear a tink, 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 tink.
A little nut.
Yep.
I'm going to reach out and just sort of put my hand towards his little, like towards his cheek. Be like, it's going to be okay. We've seen Aaron do it, and it's going to be okay.
As you reach out your hand towards him, he looks up and reaches his hand out towards you. And
Oh no, he's playing the game! No, he's playing the game that Zachary does.
Okay. I don't really understand this game, but right, ready? Okay. Good, we played. I'm going to reach out and hold his hand.
Okay, he takes it.
We're going to jump out together, and it's going to be okay. I promise. I promise. Okay.
Man, animal handling check.
I'm like, does he understand you? I don't know.
That's good.
Come on, Druid. Come on, Druid.
That's good. That is. No, that's not that. That's
Good barf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 23.
23. All right.
Oh, nice.
He places his hand back on the floor and edges towards the door.
You and me, buddy, we got it, okay? All right. Whenever you all say.
Who are you doing this to?
You, Chauncey, Finn, myself.
Okay. Let's go.
Back to back to back.
Sorry, the worst case second flag.
Trust me.
There we go.
All right.
One by one.
As you all leap out, there's that sense of air flying by you into the darkness.
We fall. We fall. We fall. I'm going to, as we fall, I'm going to hold out light. I'm going to cast light on my palm so that I can accurately gauge precisely when to cast Feather Fall.
Okay.
I don't like
It's
saying
almost
this.
instantaneously because
Yeah.
you fall, I think it's 600 feet in the 6 seconds.
Yeah, and I will. You'll see
Yeah.
You'll see a flash of red light emanate from Aaron's pendant, and it's going to like zip out like small little mockingbirds and hover around all 5 of us, hopefully getting us in a way that we don't hit the water, and we can at all angle ourselves towards that structure of housing or whatever those buildings were before the sun went down. Head over there, and I'll cast Feather Fall.
As you all begin to feel your speed drop to a gentle floating into the darkness below, and Andy, with you flying above head, you look over and you can see the lights on the bridge. You can see the lights. It appears to be mostly torchlight or lantern light or light held by people. As a third on the bridge itself. And you see, as half of it begins to fall, all of the structures on it as well into the water below.
Above table, that was our way back up.
Yeah.
Cool.
And as the wave washes into the river, that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, God damn
I
it!
still have time. It's early.
Wow.
We're gonna head on out, everyone.
Next week is off.
I know!
That's why I'm like, no.
Right.
Thank you all so very much for joining us. We will be back again in 2 weeks. We're gonna head over to our Discord and hang out and talk about stuff.
No.
If you've been enjoying this and you want to catch back up, head on over to Spotify or Apple to listen to the first 15 episodes. You can also check out all of the episodes on YouTube. Have a great couple of weeks. For those of you who celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. To those of you who don't, have a great week. We'll see you next month. Bye, everyone.
Bye.